My name is Nick, or Nikita. You may call me Nick. I'm a community manager of Montfish Studio and Atomic Heart, the game. So yeah, today I'll going to answer some of your crispy questions that you send on our Discord server through the last week, and there's a lot. Well, guys, there is a really a lot of questions, above 17, maybe 17 or more, I think. A lot of kind of like that. So more than 17 questions, yeah. And I promise you that we will answer all of them. So, oh, sorry, my twink toasted, my tongue twisted a little bit because I'm very excited about it. So yeah, hi everyone. Hi, I see the chat. I see live chat right here. So if you see it, you can join it, like sharing something. But please, I'm begging you, no request for joining because I won't do it. Sorry, guys, I'm not going to do it. Okay, so more than 17 questions you send us via our Discord server. So yeah, but firstly, I want to ask you one question before we start. I want to ask you one question. Are you excited for DLC? Are you saw the trailer? Do you saw the trailer? And oh, yes. Nice. You're excited for DLC. Very pleasant to see that. Very pleasant to see all that excitement. So, second question. Have you already heard our second volume for soundtrack? Have you heard second volume for soundtrack? Yes. That's very cool. Okay. And one good news for you today. During this live Q&A, I will drop a little bit of free stuff. It will be Steam keys for Atomic Heart. How you like that? It sounds awesome? Hell yes. Cool. Okay, so all these questions will be like in some specific order. I create some, like categories for that for these questions, like development, DLC stuff, RTX. Oh, yes, we're going to answer for RTX questions. So first we're going with development. Are you ready to start? Okay, final question. Are you ready to start? Okay, let's go. Okay, here we go. First segment is called development. There's a lot of questions about the development of the game, the process of the development, how's it going, how it goes, what's inspirations for us, and all that stuff. So the first question's from the S.H. Can we get an insight about the possible rewrites and iteration the story underwent until we got the final version? Very cool question. I like that. Okay, so to answer that, I can give you a couple of insights. First of all, before finalizing Nora, we were considering the bloodthirsty military AI called Semyon Andreevich, SA506, for the role of repair vendor AI. But the decision in favor of Nora was the best one in the repair vendor's life. Is that cool? I think that's kind of cool insight. And also, yeah, the first iteration of the twins did not surface until 2019. So, couple of insights, as I promised. So, next question from Amongosus2. What made you decide to make a game instead of a movie? And did you have any concept or drafts of what this movie would have been? So, the project was originally conceived as a game because our team loved games and interactive entertainment in general. So, but I'm personally like very interested in the Atomic Heart universe movie with all this like retro futuristic aesthetics, like this movie called Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow, but the other side. If you haven't seen this movie, check it out. It's a really cool movie. It released like 20 years ago, maybe 20 years ago or even more, but it's really cool. So next question from Derfajeag. Oh my God, what a usernames, guys. What a pure imagination. How did you come up with the atomic heart concept? Okay, so there is a really complicated question, but I'll try to answer it shortly because we have a lot. So the team has already told a lot about the history of the atomic heart concept and the game development, but I can share some new details with you. So as it knows, the author of the original concept is our art director and one of the Monfish founders, Artem Galeev. His sources of inspiration were not only video games, but also movies and books. Movies such as Star Wars and the Terminator series. Artem is a massive fan of James Cameron as a visionary. James Cameron, director, who's directing the last Avatar movie, for example. Artem was sorry, oh, my tongue twisted. If you think I'm not nervous, I'm nervous as such as you are. So be patient. So yeah, he's a massive fan of James Cameron. For example, Artem was inspired with an idea of the polymer by films The Abyss and the Terminator 2, which visually showed the power of the liquid. So yeah, that's pretty cool, I think. And the main character of the game is a secret agent, is a protagonist in the True Lies movie. Whoa, that's kind of cool for me. From the game point of view, the sources of inspiration may also seem like quite unexpected. Super Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, Luigi Mansion, Earthworm Jim, etc., etc. And in the terms of books, he was deeply affected by the works of famous psychologists such as Jean Piaget, Sigmund Freud, and Jean-Martin Charot. Also, international folklore and fairy tales inspired him a lot as well. And I don't think I can speak for Artem. I don't think I can speak for him from his source of inspiration. So possibly, just possibly, and maybe someday he will tell you all the details himself. So, Derfajeag, sorry for my pronunciation. Thank you for the question. Okay, next question from Viflame. Viflame, sorry, yeah, Viflame. Much of the style of the game was inspired by the paintings of Artem Galeev, the art director of the game. On the website artep.ru can be found many paintings in which parallels with the game can be traced. For example, there are Limbo-styled Hedgie, Bees, and Rafik. However, there's also many ideas that embodiment of which we have not seen in Atomic Heart. My favorite art is where Weird Bird eats Roundberry. Are there any ideas that you had part with forever, or do you not lose hope of showing the player the fascinating world based on Artem concepts? Great question. I liked it, but answer is very simple. Since Artem is one of the founders and art director in our studio, which by the way is a rare thing in the game industry, of course, his vision will have a fundamental influence on the world of Atomic Heart. Yeah. So, next question from our moderator in English chat. I hope I pronounce your nickname right because I messed it a lot. Butler. I hope I pronounced it correctly. By the way, mods, are you here? Are you here? I hope you are here because I see how chat is running out. Yes, all my moderators are here. Big Stick, Pushistov, Warrior, everyone is here. So, okay. Next question from the Butler. The game had a rocky development cycle. What did you learn and will you overcome the mistakes that were made in order to make a good second installment? Okay, I will answer you completely from my heart, from my atomic heart. Every game developer will tell you that the game development is a difficult process. It's really difficult. You make mistakes, you change things, you start from the scratch several times. And since we're still a young studio with Atomic Heart being our first project, of course, we face the same difficulties as everyone, such as basically building processes on the fly or finding solutions and way to communicate more efficiently. But this experience allowed us to grow as professionals, and we are ready to give players around the world new vivid experience. So yes, was awesome. This was really cool, but thank you for the question, Butler. Next question from Blyatmen, Ham Mafia. This is technically two questions, but they're very similar. Similar. Sorry. First one: are the old beta builds still around, or have them been deleted or lost? And second, if they have been deleted or lost, could you maybe share them with us? So, of course, we cherish our versions of the game. Obvious, we love them. And in fact, it's always important to go back to the past versions to do a retrospective and draw inspiration. But as I said before, the final version, in our opinion, provides the best gaming experience of all, which is why the game came out this way. Regarding second installment, okay, what's going on now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Yes, 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 you finally hear me. Great. Awesome. Awesome. Nice, nice. So, what is the moment when when you lost me? What was the moment when you lost me? Okay, regardless, second question. Start of the question, early builds. Okay, I will repeat the answer for you. Okay, as I said, we cherish our version of the game. It's very important to us to go back to them and do a retrospective and draw inspiration for them. But I said before, the final version of this game is the best gaming experience of all, which is why the game came out this way. So, regarding putting them out in the public domain, as I said, they provide us a great value. So we are not ready to put them out. So thank you for the question, Blyatmen. By the way, great username. Fantastic. So next question from Lamp Chop. Would you guys ever consider adding a horror element in Atomic Heart? Sorry, as we as we had originally planned, we incorporate some some horror elements into the game. And one of the important inspiration for us was the Dead Space series, actually. So yeah, we have a horror, but not full horror game in general. But like we never make plans to make a full horror game series or game, because it's more interesting for us to play with the contrasts, like scary and fun, light and dark, good and evil. It's actually one of the main themes of our game. So yes, we have horror elements, but it's not fully horror game, full-fledged horror game. Yes. Is someone recording this? Probably someone is recording this. So thank you for question, Lamp Chop. Oboro Bishamon asking, and actually there is a few other people that asking kind of the same question. Oboro Bishamon, Among Us, and justcube asking, what went wrong with the Founders Edition from 2019? What did the team scrap the 2019 version, etc., etc.? Like what's going on in 2019? As I said, the game went through a lot of conceptual changes in the early stages of development and was fully established in 2019. What was led to necessity to change the concept of the Founder Edition as well. I hope you understand that. I and the whole team admit that we made a number of mistakes in communication with the founders, which we are now actively correcting, and hopefully, we will succeed in doing so. So yeah, thank you these guys for the questions. Next question is also from justcube. Why was the stamina bar removed from the game as the development went on? It looks like it could have added much more depth to the combat. Great question. But as I said previously, the game came out through a lot of iterations, and within the playtests and the feedback from the players, it was decided to remove the stamina because it slows down the gameplay and reduces the combat dynamic. So yeah. Next question. Okay. Oh, we finished with the development question. We finished with the development segment is over. Development segment is over. And you know what time is it for? It's time for the free drops. Yeah, as I said, I have some free keys for this game. And every new segment, I will drop you one of these keys. So here we go. Catch it. Catch it right now. It's on the chat. Oh, it's already activated? It's already activated. That was fast. That was fast. That was really fast. Okay, so the fun stuff. Now it's the part for the fun stuff. New Game Plus. Because we received, like, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 questions about New Game Plus. And the answer, like, they asking basically the same thing. Is the New Game Plus coming soon? Is there any possibility to add a New Game Plus? What about the New Game Plus? The answer is simple. Yes, we plan to release New Game Plus before the DLC release. It will be very soon. So guys, stay tuned. But some insights about New Game Plus. Difficulty in it will be differ from the earlier versions because the team strives to make gaming experience more interesting and optimized. So all I can say, it will be definitely harder than the Armageddon difficulty, but different. As I said before in the Discord chat, it will be harder than the Armageddon difficulty, Yes. Also, a couple questions. All I can say, we are considering this possibility. Sorry, nothing more. Okay, so questions about the game itself. Questions about the game. Are you ready? Are you ready for the game questions? Yes. Nice. Awesome. So, question from vandyrix. Will we see Baba Zina again? Curious, since we only saw her for a small section of the game, and she seems to have a bigger role and such other than being an ex-worker in the facility and the mother. Yes, you will see her, and she will definitely get a more important role in the story. Yes, you will see her. It's all I can say. Next question from Nano. There's actually a couple questions from him, but I will read the first one. I am wondering about all of the cool science being development and facility 3826. We'll be able to experience some elements of the scientist research as a part of the story, such as the various underwater vehicles or possibly a story extending into space. I'd love to visit a gas giant or possibly explore space without a suit. Sorta. Sorta. In fact, Artem collaborates and regularly consults with the real scientists. So some elements in Atomic Heart have a real scientific basis, but without crossing the line where the game becomes, like hard sci-fi, quote unquote, leaving room for a fantasy. So perhaps in the future, we will pay more attention to science fiction specifically. In short, it's too early to make any promises, but the thought direction is right. Yes. And the second question from him, will we be able to play as the twins or have them as AI companions? Also, what do you think about a new story playing as a revived Yekaterina slash Blesna with Sechenov as our glove companion? This is a very cool idea. I liked it. Like, really awesome. Great idea. But yeah, well, also, I'm really glad that our fan base had such rich imagination and passion for our project and the game world itself. But the story will evolve according to established rules of the universe. So yeah, it's this story. This is all I can say. All information. By the way, Nano, thank you for the questions. Really cool, interesting questions. I like them. Yeah, there's actually a lot of cool questions from our community. Thank you guys. Thank you, our great Atomic Heart fan base. Thank you all guys in Discord, in Twitter, everywhere. Thank you for sending us these important questions. So okay, next one from daffodils. Sorry for my pronunciation if I pronounce that incorrectly. What was that black goop thing the twins were circling at the end of their boss fights? Interesting question and interesting answer. Okay, the black goo is simply the product of the chemical reaction of an explosion and is not related to like black polymer stuff. But let's discuss some polymers in details. There's three kinds of them. Normal, transparent polymer. Data carrier fuel can be swim through and used to create composed materials. Red one is harmful, contains the accumulated consciousness of people, which are transferred to limbo. And finally, the black polymer. What is the black polymer? Actually, it's the same as the red one, only under the influence of Charles' consciousness. Huh? Kinda interesting take. Deal with it. Some mists. Sorry, once again. If I'm not mistaken, at some point in the game, it said that the Charles glove is the new P3 glove. Was there any similar technology in the past? Yes, the Argentum squad, where Nechayev was a part of, already had similar devices. Next one from Cherry Superman. Will the second part be what end it takes as a base? Really spicy question. Do you agree with me? So, as one of Montfish founders, Robert Bagratuni, said, we are considering this opportunity. So stay tuned for more information. We are considering this opportunity. Next question from silvexxx. Have you already clearly assembled the plot up to officially announced second part? Or did the decision that the second part should become more spontaneously? Like, you know, the world is a part of the concept and idea that Artem came up years ago. And he still continued design it without stopping for a second. After we've seen the positive feedback about our debut project, we started looking into adapting those ideas for the next potential game. Yeah. Another one question from Daffodils. Why is Larissa hairstyle like that? Yeah, I understand that looks kind of out of place for our setting. But let me explain. Everything that realized in the game is at intersection of the past and the future. Like, you know, intersection, like crossroad of the future and the past. And Larissa appearance is an example of this approach. I think that answered your question. Okay, next question from notorious no serious Sanya. All our Russian Discord members know this guy. Yeah, man, I see ya. And also a question from Cliff, because they are very similar questions. Short ending is canon, and which ending is canon? I give you a little break for it, so you're a little bit of a hype train, you know. Okay, so here's a little food for thought for you. Both endings are considered to be true, but you have to wait to find out what does it mean. Thank you for the question. Next question from vvampii. Is recently released book in Russian about backstory of Facility 3826 considered canon? Are there any plans to make a worldwide release of this book in English and or other languages? This book is an official extension of the Atomic Heart universe, and we have a desire to release it in other languages. But it should be noted that the translating and publishing take a lot of time and effort. So keep the eye for announcements. Yeah. Next question from error message not found. Will you support Atomic Heart later? Will there be a sequel? We already commented info about the sequel, and for support of the game, we already have a plan to release 4 DLCs, 4, some patches, New Game Plus, and in my personal opinion, we have enough work to do. So yeah, thank you for the question, and thank you for the hype about our project. Next question from JägerHimself. Will the new other languages be added into the game? Okay, so I have a great quote from a famous gamer, Phil Spencer, to answer that question. Unfortunately, we can't localize every game to every market, but we are always analyzing market opportunities and getting feedback on certain languages. So, thank you, Phil Spencer, for the answer. Okay, next question. We ended with game questions. It's over. It's over. Okay, so another code. What you think? Another free code? Okay, okay. Are you ready for free code? Oh, no, 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 no. It's not over. It's only one segment. It's only one segment. So let me drop it for you. Let's go. Yes, yes. Freedom Rider. This code's only for Steam. Yeah. Okay, so next segment of our Q&A session. By the way, how's it going? What do you think? Are you excited? Are you get your answer? Give me your thoughts. Okay, okay, I see everyone is very excited about it. So, okay, we are going for the next category. It's quality of life improvements. So, yeah, we received a lot of feedback about quality of life improvements and all that related stuff. So, we start from the Blob FBI question. We'll be able to get a future to skip in-game cutscenes in the future patch would be make replayability so much faster and more convenient. Well, unfortunately, unfortunately, some parts of the game cannot be changed due to the some technical aspects. But we continue to actively work to improve the game experience, including the accessibility options. Yeah, we are like very deeply looking into accessibility options. So yeah. Next question from simw. Any plans to disable auto sprint on PC? Sometimes I just want to walk around the facilities and just look at everything instead of having to run through it. Yes, we got a lot of comments also about it, and currently it's possible to do it on the gamepad. But all PC players are very important to us, so we'll see what we can do with it. Yeah. Thank you for the question. Great question. JägerHimself asked, Atomic Heart 2, that besides the point, why not make additional rewards or mods like less crafting cost with the Armageddon, or add some extras, aka game modifiers, when you complete the game, usable for any difficulty if you complete it on any or on specific mode? Yes, it's called New Game Plus, which you will soon to be able to try yourself. So yeah, it's just called New Game Plus. Next question from GeekBuilder. Could you at least make the enemies respawn at some point? Bosses too. Completing such an awesome game just to get an wait and pay for a DLC is extremely disappointing. Your game must have a post game. A YouTuber made a video that nails it perfectly. I still don't understand why there is absolutely no post games. No post game, sorry. You can go back to the facility and have some fun with the robots or complete the remaining polygons. But we certainly share the desire of players, and we will continue keeping it in mind. So yeah. Next questions. Oh, guys. RTX stuff. We received like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, also 6 questions about RTX. Do you want to know the answer about RTX? I keep it quiet a little bit. So, like keeping the pause. Okay, RTX. Currently, the team is continuing to actively work on bringing RTX into the game, and it will become available in nearest future. We continue to work on bringing RTX to you. Work is on. We're doing that. Yes. So stay tuned for more announcements. Just stay tuned. Nearest future. But also, it's important to mention that DLSS 3.0, which is part of ray tracing technology, is already implemented into the game. So yeah. I hope you're happy. Okay, so even more fun stuff is coming to you. DLC questions. There's a lot of interesting DLC questions. Okay, let me get some drink. Stay hydrated, by the way. Stay hydrated. I hope you have some beverage with you right now, because I have just a simple water, guys. Just a simple water. Okay, let me drop another key just for fun. Another key. Here we go. Whoop. I hope someone catch it. Oh, thank you, Mizumena. Thank you. You're a lovely cutie. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Hi, Banzai Games. Hi, everyone. Okay, everyone's ready. Everyone's like calm down and ready for the DLC questions. Let's go. First question from everyant. Will the DLC be more linear or just be semi-open world? The DLC is a story-driven, and of course, the plot in it is important. But you'll be able to explore some new open locations as well. I hope you're happy with that answer. Thank you, by the way. Handsomeless King asking, I see your Handsomeless King in the chat. Let me see ya. Let me see this beautiful mate in the chat. Hello. Okay, Handsomeless King asking, how will the DLC connect to the map? Will it be open up and can be accessed at any time, or a free roam exclusive? It will be a separate tether. It will be a separate territory. There is the answer. Smarty Shark asking, will we see Sechenov and Kuznetsov in the future DLCs? Okay, so here's a little explanation and clarification for those who don't know. Kuznetsov is a character in the Atomic Heart universe who is the head of the Argentum squad. In fact, he's a former leader of P3. But to answer the question, I can say that in the future DLC, you will meet both new characters and the familiar ones. So yeah. Answer asking, how much gameplay time will there be in each DLC? You'll find out later. don't ruin your experience with that. You'll find out later. Another one question from okay, I a little bit lost. Okay, okay, I'm still there. I'm still there. Everything is fine. Honkin the Terezifucker. Oh my god, guys! Like, what's going on with you? So we already know that the DLCs will add some more stuff like weapons, enemies, but the question is, will we have it in the main game as well? I would be really it will be really cool to fight some DLC robot in the open world and use the DLC weapons as well. By the way, what about adding some sort of map editor in the future updates? Okay, so regarding these questions, all enemies and weapons will only be tied to DLC locations. Regarding the second questions, we think that user-generated content is super cool. Like all the mods, everything is awesome. But adding a toolkit for it isn't always easy or accessible. However, we're looking into that opportunity. Yeah. So, next question from champ060813. Will you be adding some of the cut weapons that didn't make into the base game to the DLC? And similar question from Mothsarlebest. Are the developers going to add weapons at DLC like... Oh, it's basically a similar question. We have a very large number of prototypes for weapons and abilities. Some you've seen already, some of you haven't. The DLC will feature both new prototype and perhaps already familiar ones. So yeah. Question from Nikitos. Will the DLC reveal the backstories of some of the characters? Yes, it will. But it's better to wait for more information. So, next question from that one guy trademark. Will we learn about the political state of the United States after World War II, or will we ever see United States soldiers intervene at some point in the future DLC? Don't worry. You're definitely going to learn more about what's going on in other countries. Don't worry about it. Question from Robot456. I know you're asking me a lot, answering your question or not. Yes, I'll go into answer your question. Will Hariton Zaharov become the main villain of the first DLC? Nope. Next question. Kustarnik asking, who is gonna support and help us in the DLC and the part 2? As we all know, Hariton left us. Well, we still have allies who still can help us, both obvious and the unexpected ones. So yeah, nothing more. Next question from Mahnach. For those who bought digital art book, please answer the question, are things changing over the time, or all the content in the art book is a big spoiler for what we're going to get in the final product with all the DLCs, and maybe even a second part? I mean, some things, of course, might be changed, but the initial main part of it, is it still? Okay, some things were changed and some things were not. But it's also worth pointing out that there are a lot of content in the future DLCs that isn't in the art book. So yeah. Next question from Frisk. From the trailers, many players thought the Buraf worm would be an enemy that they would to confront in the combat. I wanted to ask if there's any possibility the Buraf worm will return as an actual boss on any of the DLCs, or if we will reconfront any other enemies like the Dewdrop or Hedgie again. Okay, the team really likes that idea. And as Rob mentioned in the interview, fight with Barath seems to fit more to limbo location than the real world of the game. And so, as we don't have any fights in the limbo yet, we didn't see a fight with Barath as well. And in DLC, you can also expect to encounter new bosses and enemies, one of which you already seen in the teaser. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the question, by the way, Frisk. Great question. Really cool. Next question from Vian. Are there any plans to release a 2019 version maybe as a DLC or as a standalone game? As I said before, the final product is the best version of the game. And if in some cases we have to give up a certain cool ideas, it was only for the good of overall player experience. But we don't forget about them and keep looking for opportunities to implement them. So yeah. Next question from Cardano. Will the glove play a big role in the new DLC? In this DLC, the glove itself will stay on P3 hands. Yeah. Next question. Okay, there is actually 1, 2, 3, 4 questions, kind of similar. Does the DLC continue where the story left off? The new DLC are going to continue the story? Yes, the DLC will continue the endings of the game. And a couple questions from Lotka and Weiger. Okay, so no. Lotka have a separate question. In what part of the timeline will DLC happen? Right after the main game. Just straight after the main game. And the final question with the DLC segment from Weigen. DLC release date or just this summer? You'll find out soon enough. Whew. Ooh. So, any thoughts on these answers? Are you entertained? Soon enough, write that down. Yeah, write that down. Okay, so we have like couple more questions left. I segregate them like OST, soundtrack related, and other questions. Okay, so about soundtrack questions. Question from Slate. Will we ever get a soundtrack from the Atomic Heart trailer, which is popularly called Aggressive? Yeah, that's a very popular question. I see that question a lot in chat when you guys discussing some soundtrack related stuff. But all I can say, like, unfortunately, for a variety of reasons, not all tracks make it to the full release, no matter how much we wanted it. Like, really, I enjoy this track as well, but not every track can be on soundtrack releases. But thank you for the question. Next question from Nixty. Are there any plans to release physical versions of the OST, such as CD and vinyl, or vinyl? Great questions. I'm also a vinyl enjoyer as well, so it's very important for me. And I am actually agree that vinyl is a really, really cool collector's item. Really cool. And all I can say, we interested in releasing the vinyl. We're only interested. But if it does happen, it will only be an extremely limited edition. Extremely limited edition if this happens. But personal opinion, I want a vinyl copy of this soundtrack. Okay. Next question from Catzilla. Should we expect volume 3 for soundtrack? Should we expect it? We will, of course, have a lot of new music in the DLCs, and the rest assured there will be a singles and possibly, just possibly, even a volume 3. Okay, very popular question in Russian segment of our Discord. It's also that's all questions for OST and soundtrack. So yeah, let me maybe drop another key. Here you go. Yeah, guys, that's all actually. That's just 3 questions about soundtrack. Okay, so next segment I just called other, just not related questions, interesting, not related to the game, DLC, development, etc., etc. So first question, as I said, very popular in Russian segment of our Discord. It's from Alt Soj. Oh my man. Oh God. How to pronounce those nicknames? Alt Sojoxyz. Sorry. Sorry to pronunciation. Sojuch. Sojus. Oh my God. Okay. Is Harold Horf is a fictional or pseudonym? Okay. Yes. This is a real person. And it's the name we know him by. There is the answer. I'm too cute when I'm try. That's my mother said. Okay, yeah, some of your nicknames is just unreadable. Sorry, guys. What's wrong with the frame mute? Easily readable. Okay, thank you for the question. Next question from Don Mateo. It's a personal question, and I will gladly answer it. Who's your favorite character? Okay, guys, hear me out. Firstly, I thought my favorite character was Nora. Not because of her, like, her attitude, but because of like all feedback about her. But now my favorite character is Tereshkova, because she's a really grown out on me. Yeah, because hear me out. Imagine the existential horror of Tereshkova when she saw all that terrible stuff is going on the facility, see all these people dying, all these robots revolting, everything is crumbling down, everything is tearing apart, no one is survived, and all you can do is being happy about it. You only explain your thoughts. You only explain your thoughts by excitement, by happiness. You're terrified, but you're happy. It's actually very existential and very add some deep to the character. Yeah. So Tereshkova is my favorite character in the game right now. And also, she's a cutie. Yeah, she's a cutie. Thank you for the question from Don Mateo. Next question from Lebo Gringo. Is the collector edition still a possibility? Okay, so if you're talking about the limited edition, it's already sold out. Sorry. But if our community is interested in it and there is a demand, we will try to deliver on that. So are you interested in new limited editions? Are you interested in that? Oh, you're talking about collector without the game. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, dude, what I'm going to do, I'll mark your question and answer it later in chat when I figure out all that stuff. Okay, is that good for you? Oh, you asking about the merch. Next question about the merch from Dongovsky. Will it come back? Will delivery be available outside the CIS? By the way, guys, funny fact, there's actually not a lot of people here, like only 150. And Discord have some limitations. If you have like, you know, more than 300 people, you can't turn on the cam, but I can. So what do you think? Should I turn on the cam or not? Because I'm actually not really like scared about my look, my stuff. Okay, and also I want to show you something. Okay. Yes. Okay, got it. No problem, guys. Let me answer the question firstly. Okay. Let's stay with the answer on merge for the future. Oh my god. So much hype about my look. Oh my god, so much hype about my look. Okay, so I will answer the question from Honkin the Terezifucker. Manfish, be honest, have you seen that type of content of people draw with twins? What do you think of it? Do you embrace the fans simping for twins like crazy, or you have some quite different feeling about this? Very interesting question. Honestly, like answer question, honest answer. We didn't expect it, and we were even a little mistaken about it. And in the phase of which character would turn out to be popular in reality. But we are very happy that all the content that community creates, and we are always accept it. We're happy about it. Yeah. So. And also, we are really happy that the game itself has become the part of the pop culture and inspires people to create any kind of art based on it. Like, we are really happy about it. Okay. Should I turn on the cam? Yes, I already saw the answer. Okay, guys. Oh, what's going on with my cam? It's only chroma key for some reason. Let me check it, double it. I thought my webcam is working just fine. Oh, okay. You see the green screen. Got it. Well, I guess no cam this time. Yeah, it's a green box. I don't know why. I don't want to check it right now. So sorry, guys. No video today for... Nope. My webcam just got crazy because of love of Shrek. Maybe, I don't know. So, okay. I just I wanted to show you a merch, but my webcam got crazy. Want to work. So okay, I just want to show it. I just want to show it to you. I really want to show it to you. Maybe because I took some, or like I don't know what's going on. Yeah, my webcam just doesn't work. So sorry, guys. Send it in chat. No. Oh, whoa. What's up, guys? What's up? My cam just start working again. What's going on, guys? Nice to see you. Ooh. Hey, guys. That mustache. Yeah. Hi, guys. Hi. Nice to see you all here. Okay, so we are left with a couple questions about the merge. You're asking us about the merge several times, multiple times. Will merge be available? Yes, the merge will be available, and it will be international. How like that? Sounds awesome. Okay, so by the way, about the merch. Do you like that t-shirt? One example of merch. Yeah. Cool, huh? Kinda cool. Okay. And the last, final two questions. The first one from Honkin the Terezifucker. Oh, you love asking questions. All right. Here's a less serious question about the infamous 6-hour cutscene. So far, I haven't seen it, but what if I beat the game on hardest difficulty using only P3 bare knuckles in fights? Will I see the cutscenes as a reward for beating the game in such way? Guys, like seriously, do you even using internet? Don't you using internet? Like we already answered that we accept all stuff about the game, every kind of art, and just use internet. Simple question, simple answer. And the final question from Lucians. Yeah. Why is Sechenov so hot? It's a very, very, very existential question. But the answer is very simple. So, why Sechenov is so hot? First of all, he's a daddy. Yeah? He's a daddy. Secondly, he's smart. He's actually a genius and has a Big Bang Theory, what we learned from Big Bang Theory, that smart is the new sexy. He's a powerful man. He's great looking with a nice suit. So, yeah. And to be honest, he looks like me. So, but older, I guess, much older. Yeah. So, guys, final key, maybe? What do you think? Final key? Let's go. Final key. Here we go. Catch it, catch it. Come on, come on. Okay, guys, what do you think about this Q&A? Should we consider doing it like more frequently? Are you happy with the answers? Are you happy with that? Let me know in the chat. By the way, yes, about the key, it's just a base game. Just a base game, I think. Okay, so I asking because should we conducting it more frequently in another format, maybe? What do you think? Yes, yes. I just see the messages in the chat and they make me laugh. Okay, I just turn off the cam. Sorry. I'm just too embarrassed. I don't want to be like full in red with that. Okay, guys, that's all for today. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for support Monfish Studio. Thank you for support Atomic Heart, the game. I hope I answered the most popular question in community, questions in community, and I hope we see you soon. I don't know when, I don't know how, but we'll see you soon. So guys, thank you all and have a great Saturday evening. Bye-bye.